Something else that would probably be in my future is a migraine. I get them every once in a while, as do a lot of people. And so, no, they're very difficult for a lot of people. And so if you feel like you are in pain and you're alone, you're really not. In fact, 50 million Americans see their doctor for migraine issues. Of those, only 4% are teenagers, 8% are adult men, and a whopping 88% are women who are between the ages of 25 and 50. And a pharmacist and holistic health author Sherry Torkos is joining us this morning to talk about some of the triggers and some of the options that might be available for you to try. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Do you suffer from migraines?
Thankfully, I do not. However, I have friends and family members that do, and I see a lot of patients that come in the pharmacy to chat with me about what they can do to halt a migraine, because it can be severe and debilitating and really affect quality of life.
What are some of the more unusual triggers for people that you notice these days?
Well, hormonal changes for women, and that's why the primary sufferers of migraine are women. In fact, over 90% of sufferers are women. So hormonal changes during the menstrual cycle can bring on migraines. Also taking oral contraceptives or birth control pills. Weather changes, foods, and I brought some foods with me that can be bothersome, and unfortunately they're, for some people, a lot of their favorite foods.
I was going to say, the red wine, seriously?
The red wine, I know the sulfites in the red wine, the cheese, the tomatoes, spicy food like jalapenos, salsa, chocolate, unfortunately, nuts.
I mean, these
are
a
triggers.
lot of very common things.
They're very common foods, and surprisingly, some people aren't aware that food can actually trigger a migraine, so it's a really good idea to keep a migraine diary or journal where you document what you're eating, what you're doing in that day, and look to see if there's correlations when you get an attack.
And then try to go back and look for those. That's interesting.
Exactly.
All right.
There are also some foods, thankfully, that can help with migraines.
All right, so what have we got here?
Yeah, so this is ginger root, and there's been some really interesting research recently on a combination of ginger root and feverfew for helping to halt a migraine. And this is now found in pharmacies, and you'll see it in your Walgreens, your CVS. It's called Lipogesic M. And you can see this tiny little sachet. It's a gel that goes under the tongue. You just squirt it under the tongue when you feel a migraine starting. And if it's at the beginning of a migraine, it can actually help to halt that migraine and prevent it from becoming moderate to severe.
So it's a more holistic way.
It's a natural way, and there was a clinical study published in Headache where 64% of subjects had pain relief within 2 hours taking the Lipogesic M. So this is new. It's exciting.
We only have about 20 seconds. Can we just quickly mention a couple of these ones too?
These foods, what they have in common is they contain compounds that help to reduce inflammation, also vitamins and nutrients that may help to curb migraine, such as magnesium and vitamin B2. So your berries, your whole grains, your sweet potatoes, also spinach was a great source of magnesium, B vitamins, and fish oil. And fish oil is anti-inflammatory.
Just magic, isn't it?
It is magic. Great for our hearts and great for our heads.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate all that great information.